everybody, and welcome. This is What's in the Box, and it's not normal time. Actually, I don't really know who is normally here on this time. Probably Kyle.
Mel and Mog.
Oh, it's Mel and Mog. I'm not Mel, and I'm not Mog. I'm not ever going to be that cool, but I am going to try to help raise some money for friends that their shop needs a little extra push. So this show is for dreamers and make-believers. So the proceeds, we're going to figure out how to make that happen for you guys. We'll try to make it as easy as possible. I'll probably just gather it and then split it and send it instead of have you guys having to send it to them directly, because I think that's would be hard to figure out. Or Kyle figure it out. All right. I have a ton of really great horror and other goodies on the board, and it's all for helping friends out. So send some shares out. Get all your friends into this room, please. And head on back here. Everybody, and welcome. We're gonna have fun tonight. We've got an hour show. Then you guys can all get into your comfy pajama pants. We were just talking about that. Hope you're comfy at your house, watching us on your big screen or on your little screen if you're watching on your phone. All of those things work just fine. Say hi if you're here, so I can say hi back. And Kyle is with us.
Yeah, you could call it that.
You're around.
I got distracted by television wrestling.
Wait, and what's the difference between television wrestling and whatever else?
Television wrestling is when it's on television. Everything else is when you're there in a chair watching it.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Is there anything that anybody is interested in and would like to start with? I'm going to show you guys which stuff that's up higher here. Whoop. Here's Sons of Anarchy. And yes, that is Batman 15 up there. And then, or Absolute Batman, sorry. And then there's a bunch of goodies down here. There's actually some pretty rare stuff on the board. I'm actually going to do this show tonight, and since it's kind of at a weird time for some people, if you watch this show and review, you can totally just send me a message and still claim the stuff that's unclaimed. Hey, Unknown, I'm glad to see you. How has your day been?
We should start with Sons of Anarchy and talk about how one of the guys who was the lead in Sons of Anarchy, Ryan Hurst, was just cast as Kratos in the new God of War film.
So that's who that is. Okay, I've been seeing pictures all day long of a bearded.
There was also Gary Bertier in Remember the Titans.
I guess I don't know enough about either of those shows to talk about them, maybe.
Well, and his stunt double is a guy named Jay Adams, who is a Detroit-based actor who has starred in 2 short films I've directed.
Great. Hey, Pablo. Welcome in.
He was also a WCW wrestler known as Eddie Venom. I can trivia dump on this one particular topic for way longer than we need to, Miss Jen.
I can. My setup went really well. So what's so fun about going to the Houston Money Show is that I am the only booth that's ever been allowed that is not coin related stuff. They brought me in probably 6 or 7 years ago, and they put me in this front hallway so I don't take over any of the main room that they use, which they call the bourse. I've never heard of a bourse before I started going to coin shows. And coin shows are really weird things. Have you guys ever been to one? They have booths that are like a normal 10 by 10 kind of booth, but if they have at the front of their booth, they've got all of their little like glass displays. And then they have got chairs on the outside of the booth and very direct lights. So they have lights that are focusing down on their coins. And people come and sit down in the chairs and dig through stuff. And sometimes they sit there for an hour. And so you're like dealing with one person for an hour. I was like, it's so crazy because I'm so used to comic book shows where people are like, I need this. Hey, I'm next. Mm-mm-mm.
So that last year, the Retailer Summit was here in Baltimore, and Shanice came. They were having a coin show here.
Oh.
During Baltimore Comic-Con, or during Retailer Summit, and I started skipping panels because I bought a ticket to the coin show and going shopping at the coin show.
It's dangerous in there. Actually, it's cool because my booth is kind of on the way to the toilets, so everyone has to pass by me, which is why I love my spot so much. But I heard one dealer saying to another, he's like, all right, ring up all of your silver and let me know what the total is. I want all of it. And it's just like, was that a $50,000 transaction I just heard? Probably. But I did not make anything like that today. But so I'm happy to make any money on setup day because everyone it's not open to the public. It's just people setting up. So it's dealers buying from dealers, and then club members that are part of the Houston Coin Club can come in. But they're focused on coins too. So I'll see them all tomorrow, just not today. Silver's up to $93 an ounce. Yeah, it was like 87 the other day. So already it's popped more and more and more. I hear about it all the time. All right, let's do this. So for anybody that doesn't know, today's little show is going to help raise money for Dreamers and Make Believers, an awesome shop, which is Kyle's sometimes home shop when he's out in Baltimore doing PoFest and other things. And a terrific shop. Some shops just have hiccups in their everyday money, and that looks to be what's happening here. So we're going to help them out. So all the profit parts of the show are going to go to them. So spend like you're at the fancy table fundraisers. I just don't have any like junky chicken dishes to serve you.
I was going to say, spend like you're buying silver at $87 an ounce.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's actually 93.
We were just talking about Sons of Anarchy. I'm sorry. I think I've got something else in front of it too. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay. So Sons of Anarchy from Boom started out as a 6-issue series. So there's a 1 through 6 in here. And then they kept on going because it was so awesome. So the 1 through 6 is all Chris Golden. And then it ends up being Ed Brisson. So this is the whole series that I have 1 through 20 for just $75. And there was this variant cover in there. That's the number 2. And I know that's really sought after. Like if you go to conventions where either of those people are signing, that's the one everybody wants. Sons of Anarchy 1 through 20 for $75. And you can always ask about anything on the board. There is Tank Girl for you on that board. Taco Bell. No, Puerto Rican tacos, probably a fried plantains. Yeah.
I don't know, but you'd have to sell silver at $99 an ounce to be able to afford Taco Bell now.
I know, man. Have you ever like pulled up? Now they have an AI voice that takes the orders, which is great. They don't mess up, but it just still freaks me out. So Pablo, I know you want these. It's a 21st Century Tank Girl #1 and #3 for $5 a piece. That's the only. I hardly ever get Tank Girl. I was super excited for these two. The monsters. All right, here's the crazy deal for monsters. I sell these online for $80. I never sell them for less than $80. But I'm offering them on the show for $40 so I can raise money for Dreamers and Make Believers. This is our exclusive. You cannot get it from anybody else except for if someone bought them from us and is selling their own personal copy of it. But this was our gorgeous Mark Spears variant. Very homage-y. Roasted pork and tomato sauce and garlic and sazon? But no, plantains? Man, I messed that up, didn't I? All right, from Dynamite Comics, Tim Seeley and Mirka Andolfo. This one is a 1 through 6 of Chaos for $25. You should get it just because it has Mirka Andolfo art. That is a J. Scott Campbell cover for #1. That is a Nei Rafino cover for #2. See if I can figure out who has #3. No, I don't know whose 3 cover is. Or 4, 5, or 6. They don't have it on there. But anyway, 25. Tank Girls go. Pablo has now helped us raise $5. Yay! Every penny counts. Okay, next. Also, during this show and during this show only, I have pulled 10 copies, my personal copies of Absolute Batman #15 Joker cover. And those are $10 a piece. I have 10 at $10 to raise money. Chaos gets claimed by Mike Asbill. And Mike, I'm going to give you this too. It was part of a collection and they came with their little backboard. So now you have a way to put it into your collection and not have to make your little thing. Index. I couldn't think of what it was called. Okay, Pablo, you guys can claim as many as you want. We'll let everybody have a chance to have one, and then we'll go from there. Okay, Kyle needs that. Pablo gets one.
Did I tell you what happened to my Absolute Batman 15?
No, I did not know something happened to it.
I spilled a Cherry Coke Zero on it.
Well, was it worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading it and I got kind of excited and mishandled a large soda. I'm very clumsy sometimes.
Well, it means it doesn't happen to me more often. All right. I kind of missed this when I was buying this collection, and I feel like I should have paid them a little bit more, but the little bit more I should have paid them is going to go to charity now. So I did not realize that this was such a rare set. This is Godzilla Cataclysm. It is by Cullen Bunn and I can't remember Wachter's first name. I feel like I should have called Dave. Oh, that's so easy. Dave Wachter. So there are the covers. The cover, so they're all the sub covers also. So it's a really rare set. It's $100 set. And like I said, we're raising money for charity. So there's what the cover looks like for one. There's the cover for two. That's Biolante is the bad guy on that one. Here is the number 3. I think that's just a super scary version of Mothra, but maybe no. Nope, there's the Mothra on this one. Mothra's on 4. And number 5, that's... No, it's not Hedora. That's... Oh, I know this guy.
No,
who is this guy?
Wasn't that there Ghidorah?
Is that Hedora?
I don't remember. It's been so long since I read that.
For some reason, Hedora I thought was the trash monster, but maybe no.
No, this is a dragon.
Okay, I bet you're right about it. All right, I've got some singles so that everyone knows you don't have to spend big money. Just little money works for me. This is from David Hine. It is Night of the Living Dead, #1 from Avatar. This one, Baragon, thank you.
Yeah,
This is
Unknown's right.
The Aftermath Gore cover. That one is $5. Despite the fact that it's a really gross cover, it's actually really great art. His little shirt says, "Punks Not Dead." I know that Crossed has been poked as being in development. So I've got these two books. It's Crossed 2014 annual torture cover. That one is $8. And the 2013 annual, also the torture cover, and that one's $10. From Steve Niles, Master of Horror. This one is Nosferatu Wars. It's a one-shot for $5. And it's a hauntingly beautiful cover.
Crossed made me worried for Garth Ennis's mental health.
More than his war books?
Significantly more. But I'll tell you what, Nosferatu Wars came out right in the middle of the 30 Days of Night run. And was I love Steve Niles' 30 Days of Night. I'm a huge fan of Steve Niles. But that book was such a breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
From a guy who was already redefining comic horror.
That's right.
When it had it, just so good.
Now, this little series is also by Steve Niles, and it has a feeling so the new Frankenstein movie that's won all the awards. This cover makes me think of it. This one's called Monster and Madman: The Secret History of Jack the Ripper and Frankenstein's Monster. It is the whole series of 1 through 3, and it's just $15, but that's what the cover looks like. Doesn't it look like Frank from there? There's the B cover. Oh, sorry, the #2. And there's #3. That looks like Ben Templesmith, but it's not. It's Worm. Art by Worm.
Okay, gang, here's the deal. If nobody claims that by the end of the show, I'm taking it. But if you like Universal Monsters, if you like Jack the Ripper, you like those old school serial killers, pick it up. And if you don't like it, email Kyle@.explive and I will buy it off of you.
So you get to have a free read is what he basically says. And then I've got a giant size 44-page special Fubar Guts and Glory one shot for $15. Look at that art. Russ G shows up and takes the Godzilla series and helps us raise $50 for Dreamers and Make Believers. Thank you, my friend. We got you. If there is something you want to definitely see, you can see on the board, just holler it. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep working my way down to try to make sure that I get to everything. But we have a habit of talking nonsense on this show. Oh, I just miscounted how many books were in this series. All right. Super tough to find. And now I'm thinking to myself, why hasn't anyone asked Eric Powell to do an absolute something cover? I think that he would do really good absolute stuff because he does, this is his Big Trouble in Little China covers. He did a whole bunch of Godzilla covers that are kick butt. I think that his style would be super awesome. All right, so this is a whole set. It says 1 through 6, but there's a 7 in here. And it is $45. If you've ever tried to put together a Big Trouble in Little China set of books, you will understand how hard this is to find together like this. Here's your chance to own it without having to give yourself heart palpitations digging through back issue bins. Written by Carpenter.
Where are my It's Legally Different from Snake Plissken's fans?
Big Trouble goes to Pablo. And Pablo, you also get, there's a lot of the stuff that I have a little things. Oh, Pablo, let me know if you're not calling it, if you just wanted to talk about it. Sorry. I'll put it back up there. It's your first right of refusal. I didn't want to assume if you were just like, I wanted to talk about it, ... Oh, it's not back here right now. Oh, Lady Hot Flesh. All right. From our friends over at The Secret Stash, you're calling it. Awesome. It's yours. I have 1 through 4 of Cryptozoic Man, which is so hard to find. Did you know that Cryptozoic Man was put out by Dynamite? I did not know that until I looked this up. It is $40 for this set. It is a gorgeous set. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you get the cool divider. The clinch the deal. Big Trouble.
I can never forget that Cryptozoic Man was a Dynamite book, because when I had Ming sign them, this was after we did the AAPI event here on the Experience.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to me, Kyle, I'll sign him as long as I don't have to talk to Nikki. And I go, why? He goes, just because then we won't get anything else done the rest of the day.
I know, right? Talking to Nick's like the highlight of my day.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like those two catching up would take the rest of the convention.
I bet so. All right. This one is what I call a killer deal because I got lazy and didn't look it up. I have Outcast 1 through 6. There was a really good show put out that then nobody liked because it was so dark by Kirkman. So if you like anything dark by Kirkman, give this a try. This one is 1 through 6 plus an index for a whole $10. $10 for the divider. All right, this one does have a divider, but the problem is that there are multiple sets in here. So I guess if you, all right, Outcast goes Pablo. Thank you for helping us. Over on Facebook, Pablo is just a tiny bit faster. I know, and I'm so sorry. All right. If you claim all of the Fire and Stone, which you'll end up with a whole set, you'll end up with the backboard. Otherwise, we'll have to, like, you know, cut it in half like we're deciding who owns a baby. Biblical style. All right, here we go. So Fire and Stone was this awesome series from Dark Horse that went through Predator, Aliens versus Predator, Aliens, and Prometheus, and then ended up with a big Omega. So, and by the way, super hard to put together. And if you have the graphic novel, the hardcover graphic novel for them, one of them is like $200 and the other one of them is like $1,200. So way cheaper to buy it this way, honestly. There, be there or be square. Wait, you have birthday on Sunday? Happy birthday! I'll just sing happy birthday to you on Saturday when we're doing the video games show. All right, here's the Predator run of 1 through 4. That's $40. The 1 through 4 of Alien versus Predator is $40. The 1 through 4 of Prometheus is $40. The 1 through 4 of Aliens is $40. The Prometheus Omega, which is nigh impossible to get, is $30. So you can get it all and get the little backboard and save yourself a hunting around. By the way, all of these books are gorgeous.
Did you know that until 2003, you couldn't sing happy birthday on television without paying $2,500 to the estate of Patty and Mildred Hill.
Good on them. Good on them. And then I've got some extra stuff here. I've got the Aliens versus Predator 1-for-1. That one is 7. And then Dark Horse Predator by Arcudi. I've got number 1 and number 2, and those are $5 a piece. If you want to make a deal on any of that kind of stuff, you're totally fine to ask. Just know for the Fire and Stone stuff, don't go too low, please. We're raising money for charity here. Did you know if you make fried plantains, you must send half of them to Pablo? What if I don't know how to make fried plantains? I don't know if you want half of the things I would try to make. I have this gorgeous Scarlet Witch Puppeteer variant cover, number 1, $6. I do feel like Pablo does make fried plantains to complement his food most every time. All right. I don't know anything about what this series is about. I just know I like making fun of it. Sorry, Josh Falkoff. Because it is a series that's called, I believe, Devilers. But I call it De Oilers because that's what it says on the front cover. This is the 1 through 7 of this very spooky series for just $15.
The Oilers is a series about a football team in Houston in the 90s being celebrated by people who used to be in Chicago. Duh, Oilers.
Duh, Oilers. I can remember once betting against the Oilers. They were playing the Steelers, and I bet another kid in my school. This was when I was like 3rd grade. I bet him 99 cents, and then I ended up winning because Steelers won. And then he would never pay me because I'd be like, just give me $1 and I'll give you a penny back. That means you'll pay me 99 cents. And he could not understand the mathing I was trying to do.
99 cents exact change only. We're not rounding down.
He says, I don't have 99 pennies. Come on, man. He just was not holding up his end of the bargain. I wonder why this one book has got a red logo. That's going to bug me for all of my life. It's not even a second print or anything. I'm going to have to ask Nick. Very easy. Peel plantain. Make sure you have green plantains. Cut plantain in 1-inch pieces. Fry plantains till golden. Smash plantains. Fry again until they float. Season to taste. Ooh. Did he play football until kids said, I don't know. He probably ended up being a very fine person, but as a little kid, he just didn't get it. All right, this is Dynamite's Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Huge set of 1 through 12. Weirdly, number 4 has a red logo, and it is not a second print or anything, so I don't know why. But super fun Gold Key series. I was going to tell you who was writing it. Greg Pak, who I think created the totally awesome Hulk character. That one's $25.
I mean, Greg Pak has created a lot of characters, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that was a great run of Turok the Dinosaur Hunter.
I don't think I've read that one. It's so weird. The Oilers is what they call the Landmen crew. Yeah. All right, I've got some little individual books here, still in the horror-ish category here. From Radical Comics, this is After Dark. Premiere book. That is it's by Fuqua. That one's $5. Looks scary.
I can't believe I didn't think of this till now.
What?
The Oilers are what they call people who make doilies for a living.
I can just imagine all little grandmas making them. Michael Avon Emmings, Wild Rover and Sacrifice. This was a one-shot for $4. I don't know why he's pouring booze into whatever this weird creature's mouth is. This was a weird thing in the collection. It was just a single issue of Spawn Dark Ages, but I am in love with the cover because it's Liam Sharp. And that one is a number 4, Liam Sharp, and that's just like $2.75. That's definitely Liam. From Vertigo, written by Cullen Bunn. This one is Wolf Moon number 1. And it is, it also has a Jay Lee cover. That one's $4. Archie versus Predator number 1. Alex Campy writing. That one is either a B cover or second print for $5. Oh no, Jughead! I've got a polybagged Penny Dreadful number 1 exclusive horror block cover for $5. She's giving you some side eye.
That was from the days when people were getting those subscription boxes.
Mm-hmm. They kind of went by the wayside. Maybe people just were unimpressed with the magical stuff that were in them.
Well, I think a lot of them got bought up by the people who wound up buying GameStop. And people realized how cheap a lot of this stuff was.
Yeah. From Chuck, I'm not gonna be able to say his last name. How do you say his last name? Palahniuk?
Palahniuk.
Palahniuk?
Mm-hmm.
Palahniuk. Oh, now we'll get it right. Chuck Palahniuk, number 1 for Fight Club 2. $4. Can't talk about it. And number 2 is $4. Huge fan of these movies. Guillermo del Toro's Pacific Rim, Tales from the Drift is $5. Chuck Smith. Sure.
Hey, can I see the Michael Avon Oming book again?
Mm-hmm. You like it? Looks kind of Cthulhu-ish.
What is the title?
Oh, Wild Rover and the Sacrifice. Featuring Victor Santos. All right. This is Edward Scissorhands 1 through 5 for $75. IDW, also tough to put together. Oh, and it's Kate Leff. Should get it just for that. Red Rover, come on over. You calling Red Rover? This is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which I think is one of the earlier series of Apes books from Boom Studios. It is 1 through 6 for just $20. No, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it also has in it a book called Contagion, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes Contagion, which was a single shot that they made for Comic-Con. And that one's $15. It reminds me of that movie that's out right now about the pet chimp that goes crazy or gets rabies or something. Who likes George Romero? How about Toe Tags 1 through 6 for $25? Another series I've never read because it's too scary for me. I don't read a whole bunch of horror.
Was there a question that I missed? I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
From Image Comics, this one is Hack Slash, Son of Sam Hain, 1 through 5 for $15. It's so cool because down here it has on this bat says "Kiss It." Gotcha, Unknown. 3, 4, 5, and it comes with an index.
Yeah, Unknown, you just scored. Toe Tag is great. I never was able to get the single issues. I have the trade. And for those of you who don't know about the Hack Slash, like that's the series that started it all. Like if you've read any Hack Slash ever, you need to read that series to fully understand Cassie Hack.
Oh yeah. All right, I was heartbroken because the original series, Army of Darkness, Dark Horse, they did not have the number 3. So this is Sam Raimi and John Bolton doing this series, but I only have number 1 and 2 of the series. So number 1 is 20. You can buy just one or the other, 20. And number 2 is 10.
So ironically, there's a producer who worked on the original Army of the Evil Dead movies, who was actually the producer on the first movie I did with Jay, the first short film I did with Jay Adams, who is Ryan Hurst's stunt double from Sons of Anarchy, which we started talking about at the beginning of the show.
I know. We've come full circle now. Army of Darkness number 1 goes to Jason Smith. Yay, Jason, thank you.
And the answer to Pablo's question is, the real question, I'm going to answer your question with a question, which is how many lows could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob lows?
He had this cool show that he did where he like investigated remote viewing.
The Lowe Files.
Yeah. And that remote viewing thing looked like it was like, there's something to it.
Well, you remember the episode of that show where he tried to talk his way onto Area 51?
Mm-hmm. That did no work.
That was the most Chris Traeger thing that's ever happened.
Hey, Metal Elf. I don't know what dose means. Help me out. We're doing live.
Dose. How many loads could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob lows? Dose.
That makes sense. Sorry. That's so dumb. All right. Here we go. This is Steve Niles, Ash and the Army of Darkness by Dynamite 1 through 8 and the annual for $30. Sorry, $39.99. Look at that. $39.99. I almost got it right. Hello. There's it. Number 1, 2, 3. Boomstick. 4, 5. It looks like Perillo. 6. Oh. 7. It. And there is the annual. Ash and the Army of Darkness for $40. Also, Army of Darkness versus Hack Slash 1 through 6 is $25. Ben Templesmith cover here, I think. There's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ashley Williams and Cassie Hack hanging out together is just a match made in soap opera heaven.
That's right. Also, Army of Darkness Reanimator, which is a one-shot 48-page book for $14.
When the Necronomicon crosses over with Cthulhu.
I also have from SGP. Does anyone know what SGP stands for? Go. What is SGP? There's a hint in their logo. But I've got
do you actually not know?
I know.
Okay.
I was just seeing if anyone else knows. Evil Dead 2, Tales of the Ex Mortis. I've got number 1, and that one is 10. It is Space Goat. And number 2 is 5. That looks like in the new Jurassic World movie, the whatever that thing was called, the in somethingness Rex. I don't remember what they called it. Unknown Wins. You got burned on a Kickstarter. Oh, well, I don't think they're around anymore, so you win.
Yeah, I want Nick to buy the name Space Goat and then have Space Goat crossover with Space Ghost.
Why not? That would be great. Also, Steve Niles, this is Army of Darkness, Ash Gets Hitched. It is a series of 1 through 4 for $40. There is the A cover, that's Perillo. B looks like Perillo. C looks like Perillo. Sorry, I'm saying C. I meant 3 and 4.
So Rob Tapper, who is the producer I was just talking about, who worked on Evil Dead, who worked on, my first short film with Jay Adams, is married to Lucy Lawless, who in the most recent Evil Dead series played Ash's wife.
Kyle, I think you should start a new game show called the Whatever Degrees of Separation of anybody that you know.
Well, I know Rob because he's originally from Detroit, and some people put us together. I did not know who he was until after. And I'm like, oh my God, I would have freaked out.
That's the best way, though, because then you can be cool with them and not be weird. All right. I did not realize how hard these things were to put together. People ask me for this series. They ask me for 68 a lot, but I never find it in my back issues. So here you go. Here's your opportunity. This looks like war zombie horror, maybe. It's this one's 68 Rule of War. This one is the 1 through 4 for $25. But wait, there's more. I also have 68 Homefront run of 1 through 4, and that's also $25. TJ knows so much. I mean, full of knowing things. I usually am waiting for TJ to answer questions that I throw out there like he just knows it. 68 Jungle Gym Guts and Glory one shot is $25.
Rob Tapper was Ivan Raimi's roommate at Michigan State, which is how he met Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell to do Evil Dead. It's a whole, this is a very small film community in Michigan. It's weird.
You just have to wonder yourself, if someone had flunked out early or something, would some of our favorite movies ever have been made? 68 Bad Sign is another one shot. This one is $5. And the last 68 bit is a miniseries called Last Rites. And that 1 through 4 is $20. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one looks really scary on the screen. It is interesting to me how sometimes the books look different in person than they do if they get a screen does something different to them. Okay. We might make it.
That's one of those things, he wouldn't be doing this show if Tommy Lee Jones hadn't gone to college when he did. Because his roommate was Al Gore, who invented the internet.
Don't start it. All right. This is the original series, The Witcher. First series, The Witcher 1 through 5 is $75. And then I also have the series that came right after it, I think. This is The Witcher Fox Children 1 through 5 for $40. Man, Bear, Pig.
Well, and Peter Wolf, the lead singer of the Jay Giles Band, was roommates with David Lynch, the director, in college as well.
You were there when the internet was invented. Al Gore was nowhere to be seen. Were plantains involved? I've got a really awesome looking scary fantasy called Dark Engine 1 through 4 plus the index for $10. 1, 2, 3, I apologize for how expensive this next one is. It just is. It is Clive Barker's Hellraiser Bestiary. 1 through 6 is $100. There's door 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And
So as an illustration as to how hen's teeth that Clive Barker series is, I have every Hellraiser like first printing ever, and many of them signed by Clive, and I don't have that set.
Oh wow, I did not know that. You sent a message to another person on a computer in 1978. 1978, I played a really good game of soccer. All right, here we go. Here's the big set of Puppet Master. This is okay. So I have 1 through 14, the Halloween special, and 16 through 18. You have to find number 15 somewhere. I feel like I have 15 somewhere around, but not in this collection. So it's all of those for $75. So that's a Halloween special. Darp. There's the real number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there a movie to go with Puppet Master, or is this just book?
There is a very scary film. And scary in that it's not like particularly terrifying, but it's like, what kind of mind makes this movie? Like, you get scared because you're on the same planet as the person who wrote and directed the Puppet Master movie. You're like, it's time to leave this world behind.
Many movies. I need to watch them as well. Maybe I don't need to. I like scary movies that aren't like what they call slashers. I like psychological stuff, or aliens or animals or that kind of stuff. All right, and I have got 2012 Eisner Hall of Fame inductee Will Eisner, Richard Corbin's Rat God, 1 through 5, $30. Not scarier than Phantasm. Oh no. Which y'all's favorite scary movies? I bet you I could make 2 sounds and you would know which one's my scariest movie. Dum dum. Changeling with George C. Scott. Nope, I don't think I have. Or if I have, I watched a lot more of those kinds of movies when I was young. So think 80s. So if it was an 80s movie, probably. It was back when I loved movies like Piranha 2.
So straight up scary, original Nosferatu.
Oh.
If you want to talk about movies that like freaked me out like for a while, Eraserhead.
Oh, let's see that one.
David Lynch, ironically.
Ah. All right. I have both Batman versus Predator books. This is the Prestige format set. 1, 2, and 3. And that one is 15. Unknown, I got you. Yeah. And then I've got the regular format Batman versus Predator 1 through 3, sorry. And that one's 20. Looks like the Batman Predator, the Prestige format, got claimed by Unknown. It was super fast. I have that other set still available. If Rush G, you want to have this one? I actually don't even know if those are the same books. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was scary. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel you. And then, not scary in any way, as far as I know, I've got these books that'll also be part of this fundraising event. We've got Archie Comic Digest. Oh, these are all $5 a piece. Take the other set. Okay. Archie Comic Digest. These are all $5 each. Number 52. It's kind of a Christmas one. 54. 85. 84. 82. 81. 77. And these are not beaters. These are nice ones. Young Frankenstein. I guess it could be 25. Madhouse Comics Digest number 3. Betty and Veronica 25. Jughead with Archie 58. Jughead Jones Comics Digest 21. Laugh 40. Little Archie 17. Oh, so cute. And Little Archie 23. And then I've got the G.I. Joe Fact and Yearbook. MLJ Hero Stories. Would it be on the front cover if he was in it? You're talking about the Pure Heart? See anything that would make me think there were hero ones? Trilogy of Terror on ABC TV movie. Oh. Okay. We got a couple more minutes. Oh, Russell. Oh, the other Beth. Yes, thank you. I saw it and then I just never pulled it. All right, I'm going to do another. This was not supposed to be on tonight's show, but I'm still going to offer them this way. These were all $40 to help me raise money for Dreamers and Make Believers. These are all straight from Scott Williams exclusive company. I've got this is the only DC that's part of it. Batman 158, which begins Hush to Hush to. Shield, Jaguar, Comet, yeah. X-Men 11. These are all, this one's like a Spanish language cool foil. Also from Scott Williams. That is an awesome wraparound panini. I could have listed these a long time ago. I just keep on forgetting that they're hanging out back here for me. And now's also the time when you can make offers. We have 5 minutes out. Uncanny X-Men number 1 with its card. This one is Wolverine number 33, the Deadpool cover. This one we sell a lot in our store for like $50-$60. It's X-Men 26. This one is awesome because it has this front and that back. We'll call that one purple. Purple, Virgin, and then this one's X-Men 22. It's got a nice brown background, and it has the trade dress. And then I've got X-Men number 3, all foil. And that's all. Anybody for anything else on the board to help us raise money for dreamers and make-believers? Thank you guys so much for hanging out and doing this with us. I hope you liked what I brought, because I thought I brought some fire. Thanks to Kyle for staying up late so that I could do the show.
Well, this show normally goes a whole another hour.
Huh?
This show normally goes a whole nother hour.
I'm prepared for my 1 hour that I normally do.
I know. Mel and Mog are normally on till midnight my time, and it's only 10:57.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I got to go home and die because I have to get up really early. No unknown. I know your contact information, so we're good. Once you fill a form out with my shows, that's the only time you have to do it. The only reason you'd have to fill out another form is if you moved and you have a different address. So box shows an hour. And then also on Saturday night on Comic Book Shopping Network, I'm doing something crazy because I don't normally carry video games, and I'm helping this nice lady out with her brother's estate. I have got a ton of really great video games. A lot of it is sealed. So if you like Xbox 360, Xbox One, or PS2, 3, 4, 5, something, I've got a ton of those games. I'm offering it half off. I've already been contacted by dealers saying, can I just buy all of it before the show? And I told them no, because I want everyone to have equal opportunities at this show. So on Saturday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Central, that is when you should show up if you are a gamer of any kind that has any of those consoles. I will be fine if I sell it all. Not because I think it's junky. It's just people are going to start thinking I carry games. And then I'll have to say, I'm not a game store except for. It's just easier to make it clean. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. If you are watching this later on, like you fell asleep and you're like, I didn't know Miss Jen was doing a show this late. Run a comic shop and not go crazy. There is not. There is not. You have to be a little crazy to run a comic book shop. In the good way. So I will see you guys Saturday. Wish me well. Tomorrow, Friday, is the busy day at the coin show. And then Saturday, weirdly, like if you ever go to a comic book show, Saturday's a big day and then they have a whole Sunday thing. No. Saturday, they open the show and then most everyone packs up and leaves by 2 o'clock. I don't understand it, but that's the way the coin life is. Everybody, thank you for helping us raise money for dreamers and make-believers. I am so happy. Bye.